Area formula intuition. Now, we are heading towards area equals length times width for rectangles. That's where we're going. We're not there yet, although some clever students may have already picked up that connection. You're hopefully picking up the connection because I am bludgeoning you over the head with the connection every single time I do these streams. But remember that students aren't always going to necessarily see the whole picture right away. So we're going to go ahead and use partial arrays, just like we did with objects, to continue to make these connections. See how now the only difference between this and the previous problems is that they're no longer showing the grid inside. But you can still kind of do it, right? You can still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 5, 6, 7, 28. That looks like 28 to me. I hope I got that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So again, we are taking away just a little bit more of that scaffolding, right? We start them off with a lot of support, and they only have to figure out, oh, I'm just counting again, no problem. Oh, now I'm just doing array counting and skip counting again. Oh, I'm just multiplying again. That's the idea. We want to take the idea of geometry and arithmetic and really, really mash them together so that everyone understands that they really are two sides of the same coin. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is 6 by 6, which is 36. So that is also the same, right? It's the exact same square. It's 6 by 6. The following rectangle is partially split into unit squares. What's the area? So in this case, we could just multiply this and subtract off this bit. But I think counting's probably easier here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is totally okay to fall back on earlier techniques. Just remember that there will be later topics that might rely on what you need to know now. So even if you have your own way of doing things, which is a-okay, make sure you understand other people's ways of doing things also. And that's kind of an important life lesson, I think. Oh, wait, you're right. Huh, I almost got that one wrong. It's a good thing I was ranting. Key in chat says, is that one total area? And I think I did not read the instructions quite right. I was just finding the area of the squares. But I think Key is correct, and this is supposed to actually say the area of the whole rectangle, which would be 11 plus 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I think Key is right, and I think they just saved me from a wrong answer. Thank you, Key. I appreciate you. This rectangle has an area of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows, and each row has 9 columns, and each column has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares in it. 9 times 5 is 45 square units. So now, again, we're not going to make the same mistake that I almost made last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 9 rows with 6 in each row, and that's 54. Is it only one? One answer. Same deal. 3, 6, 7, 8 by 3 is 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 by 7 is 42, I want to say. And by the way, I am using vocabulary that is kind of layperson's vocabulary, right? If I'm looking at a 4 by 4, like, the word by often means multiply. Now, I'm not talking about a 4 by 4 like a truck that uses four-wheel drive or anything like that. I'm talking about like a piece of wood that is 4 inches across and 4 inches tall, and then whatever depth you need. And it's literally called 4 by 4, and the x is used there because it is the cross-section area. It's the length times the width. It's almost like this notation makes sense and is practical. I know, it's weird. That's that. Moving on. Transition from unit squares to area formula. So now we're going to take away the unit squares entirely, and we're just going to focus on multiplication. And the good news is, since I've already crammed into your brain the fact that area is multiplication, always, 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 even area that isn't rectangular, rectangles are just the simplest area to get. But all area involves multiplication. It's always some kind of quote-unquote length times some kind of quote-unquote width. You might do a bunch of other things to get that, but it's always just multiplication at its base. So we could do, is that 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We could either call that 10 plus 10, or we could call that 10 times 2. Both are correct. Moving on. I like how this one, oh man, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Look at that. I have to look at it. You have to look at it. That is awful. How dare Khan Academy make me look at something like that? Okay. Absolutely unconscionable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by 4. So that's 9 times 4 is 36. Awful. That is 5 by... how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 5 by 9. So we could either add 9 to itself 5 times. Again, this is a throwback to 1st and 2nd grade. This looks exactly like problems that we had before. And in fact, it looks exactly like problems that we had before that had this exact rectangle made of these exact squares. The only difference is that now we have this thing at the beginning that says that it's 1 unit square. That is the only difference between what we're doing now and the array counting that we were doing back in 1st and 2nd grade. Ugh. Why? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 3. 4 by 6, which is the same thing as 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. Man, this is the worst one yet. But we can still infer, right? The idea of these, and I'm complaining because it's funny, but the idea of these is that you don't need to see every single mark to be able to figure out how many squares there are. And this looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tall and 3 wide. So that's 30 square units. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 27. Which is 3 times 9, or 9 plus 9 plus 9. And that is transition from unit squares to area formula. Hartman, it does look kind of like a partially drawn D&D map. That's true. Oh man, we're at another quiz already. Jesus, we are just flying. Quiz 2. That's 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 by 9 is 36. This one looks kind of like a screen door that has seen better days. Which expression finds the way to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 4? I'm going to say it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's a story. Oh, wait, no, can't do that. That's DMCA. I see 5 by 8, which is that. This one is 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is 27 square units. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 by 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 8 plus itself 7 times. And then finally, that area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 by 7 is, I think, 56. And that's quiz 2. Moving on. Okay. Now,